one who can save you from a fate far worse than death. In Beyond the Hunt, Mary Ann Weir launches the Evermere series with a dark fantasy romance that shatters the hunter and prey trope, proving that the most dangerous boundaries aren't drawn on maps, but etched into the soul. This isn't just another paranormal love story. It's a visceral exploration of identity, inherited trauma, and the terrifying moment when duty collides with desire in a world where survival demands betrayal. From the first breathless narration, listeners are plunged into the mist-shrouded realm of Evermere, where ancient pacts bind humans and shifters in a fragile truce, and every heartbeat echoes with the weight of centuries-old bloodshed. Perfect for fans of morally complex fantasy and slow-burn romance, this audiobook delivers atmospheric dread, emotional authenticity, and a connection so forbidden it feels like stepping off a cliff into the unknown. When Kaylin, a gifted tracker sworn to eradicate rogue shifters, is assigned to hunt down the elusive alpha rumored to be breaking the peace, she expects a beast, not Lucian, a man whose eyes hold the same grief she spent years burying beneath steel and silence. Their initial encounters are charged with lethal tension, but as Kaylin uncovers conspiracies within her own order that threaten both their worlds, the line between enemy and ally begins to blur. Weir masterfully balances high-stakes world-building with intimate character work, crafting a romance that grows not from instant attraction, but from mutual recognition of shared pain. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional resonance, capturing Haylen's disciplined exterior cracking under Lucian's quiet intensity, while his voice carries the weary authority of a leader who's lost everything but hope. You don't just hear their journey, you feel the cost of every choice in the spaces between words. What elevates Beyond the Hunt beyond typical shifter romance is its refusal to reduce either species to stereotype. Shifters aren't noble savages or mindless beasts. They're communities grappling with erasure, internal politics, and the burden of memory. Humans aren't inherently righteous hunters. They're products of systemic fear that mistakes control for safety. Kaylin's arc isn't about taming Lucian or being tamed by him. It's about unlearning the lies that defined her worth. Lucian, in turn, must confront his own complicity in cycles of violence, even as he protects those who'd see him dead. Their bond deepens through acts of trust that defy instinct, sharing vulnerabilities during moonlit vigils, defending each other against allies turned adversaries, and choosing dialogue over dominance when old wounds resurface. Supporting characters add crucial texture: Kaylin's mentor, whose loyalty masks manipulation, Lucian's sister, who challenges his leadership, and human villagers whose fear reveals the true cost of division. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth. Peace isn't the absence of conflict, but the courage to build something new from its ashes. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive sensory experience. The narrator embodies Kaylin's evolution with remarkable range, from clipped professionalism to raw uncertainty, while Lucian's voice carries warmth beneath restraint, making his humanity palpable against the mythic backdrop. Sound design enhances atmosphere without overwhelming intimacy. The rustle of forest at night, distant howls that carry sorrow more than threat, the hushed urgency of clandestine meetings where every word risks treason. Pacing mirrors the rhythm of trust being rebuilt, deliberate during moments of cultural exchange and political intrigue, then accelerating as external threats force emotional breakthroughs. Whether you're navigating city streets or drifting into sleep, the audiobook creates a transportive soundscape that makes Evermere feel alive and breathing. It's storytelling as embodied experience, transforming passive listening into active participation in a world where love is both rebellion and redemption. Ultimately, Beyond the Hunt redefines paranormal romance by centering healing over possession. It satisfies genre cravings for fated mates and supernatural stakes while delivering substantive commentary on prejudice, legacy, and the possibility of change. As the first book in the Evermere series, it establishes a rich foundation without sacrificing standalone emotional satisfaction. If you've ever believed some divides are too wide to cross, or wondered whether love can exist outside inherited narratives, this audiobook will affirm that true connection requires seeing beyond labels, and sometimes beyond the hunt itself. Press play, step into the mist, and prepare to believe that even in worlds built on blood, tenderness can be the most revolutionary act of all. Your next favorite fantasy isn't waiting in epic battles. It's waiting in the quiet courage of two souls choosing understanding over annihilation.